Why you got me up here? You know these niggas don't fucking like me. I got that dog shit, nigga. I got this shit out the mud, and I went to the fucking moon. Nigga, I'm bigger than the fucking program. I'm the fucking program. It's Mr. Spin That Shit and Benny the Butcher, and we mobbing through whatever. New York City, stand up.
These are the real
surprises.
Yeah.
Griselda.
Yo,
Spin that
my
shit.
results came to...
Yo, welcome to the 32 podcast. Big Zed, got my boy, Lil Boy Fresh,
AKA S. Dot, AKA whatever you know me as.
You know how we coming. First, we gonna get to this flag football with the NFL players.
Nah, we get to that last.
Nah,
We're gonna do the game threes.
Oh yeah, game threes. We can do game threes.
Game threes.
We gonna do West first.
Yeah, we start from yesterday.
Did you really pay attention to that game? Well, I ain't gonna. The first quarter, I paid attention.
Yeah,
The
first quarter.
Timberwolves, they came out really aggressive.
It was ugly quick.
Yeah,
First quarter, it was a dub.
Yeah, they came out real aggressive. That's how they posed to play. Shea said it though. He was like, they just came out aggressive. We wasn't ready.
Final score was 143 Minnesota Timberwolves to 101 Oklahoma City Thunder.
42 points. Shit. They said nobody never won a series after they win by 40.
Nobody ever lost by that much.
Shit, that makes sense too.
Let me see.
What J-Dub had? Like 6?
Which J-Dub?
The starting shooting guard.
Yeah, 10. Julius Randle had 24. Jaden McDaniels had 10. Rudy Gobert had 7 and 7 rebounds. Mike Conley had 6. Anthony Edwards had 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists.
He ain't playing the fourth quarter either.
He barely played in it. Yeah, he did play in it, like the beginning.
What Shannon do?
Who?
Shannon.
15.
Yeah, that was good. I
Yeah.
think he had like 10 first or second.
4 from the free throw line, 1 from 3 from the 3-point line, and 5 from 8 from the field goal. 13 minutes.
That's cool.
Yeah, he snapped. And only played 30 minutes. And then on the Oklahoma City side, Chet had 10. Jalen Williams had 13. Isaiah Hartenstein had 6. Shea had 14.
Damn.
Dort only had 6.
Who the fuck was going to the bench? They had 100 points.
It was, who else? AJ Mitchell had 14.
Who?
Dylan Jones.
Who the fuck is that?
Shit, dude who took advantage of his garbage minutes. Yeah, nobody.
Shout out AJ Mitchell then.
Hey, yeah, shout out to AJ. Hey, bro, you kept the game close.
Yeah, you tried to do what you had to do, bro.
But nah, that game was over pretty much in the second quarter. I think it was the second quarter. They was up by 20 to 30 points in the second quarter.
30.
They came out. They was getting all the loose balls. They did what I said they needed to do to either win the game or win the series, because everything went right for them. Oklahoma City didn't come out with the energy that they had in the first 2 games. Julius Randle was scoring. Anthony Edwards was scoring. So
And you know what else happened? That whistle ain't get blew. That's what happened. They got the home court whistle.
how many free throws they attempt? 17. As a Minnesota only attempted 17, and OKC attempted 19 free throws.
How many Shea had?
Shea only had 4.
There you go.
Yeah, but the game was out of hand, so he
Don't
didn't
get the fouls. They was usually at one play I seen Ant take Dort legs up for a steal.
Yeah,
They usually get them a foul if they was at home. So
they did that because they usually give the whistle to the team that's playing the hardest.
yeah,
So they've seen that them guys wasn't coming out playing hard. They probably thought Minnesota was gonna lay down.
do you think they gonna come out that next game like that?
Yeah, I think Minnesota know that they gotta repeat that effort in order for them to win or have a chance at winning.
You think the reason why they play like that?
Yeah, I think he came out like from the tip. He was hustling.
Mm-hmm.
He was attacking.
He was on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, both sides of the ball. He was being super aggressive. So I think they follow his lead. That's what I was saying about them last episode. I mean, the difference between Ant and Shea last episode. Shea is always like coasting. Ant is up and down. When Ant is up, the team is up. When he at his lowest, the team follows his lead. They don't have nobody else to be like, well, Ant ain't doing it tonight.
Jay.
I'm going to take over.
Jay. Jay Randall.
Julius Randle.
Yeah.
You see what happened?
King, he went crazy.
Went back
first
to
game.
himself.
He had one bad game. This whole postseason.
He do to be his normal self. I've been proud of him this postseason for real though. He been doing what he normally don't do, which is play under control, make smart shots. He been making the three, even though I don't want him taking the three. He's been making them. He ain't been having dumb turnovers, but last game he reverted back to himself.
You think Rudy should start? Nah, no funny shit. Not even no funny shit. I don't think he should start this series.
I think he should. I think
don't.
his time should be decreased though.
I think that too, but I just feel like he averaged like 7 rebounds a series and averaged 9.
The problem with him playing is who he gonna guard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He served no purpose. So I'll put Randall at center or Nas Reed at center.
When he in, I put him on Dort because Dort don't shoot threes like that. Dort
and
drives
niggas gonna
the
pick and
whole-
roll with him.
Yeah, but my thing is if he gonna play terrible on ball defense, he gotta grab the rebounds.
But-
He gotta get second chance points. He gotta get them lobs going to the rim.
I did see a couple plays they did on the pick and roll, and he was stealing it from their ass.
Yeah, like
He
has
took the ball from Shea. Like, give me this shit.
he gotta find some ways to insert himself into the game. It can't be like just be out there doing nothing, getting cardio, getting abused on defense, allowing lobs over his head, allowing passes in the paint, allowing them to drive to the paint. Like he got to be all over there. Like he got to be getting blocks from the weak side blocks. He got to be helping out on defense. He need to be intercepting the passing lanes when they make those long passes. He just be moving his feet slow in the paint. And then on offense, he serves no purpose. We know he's not going to do that. So
Damn, he got that steal against Shea. I'm thinking he finna go dunk. This man get fouled and just drop the ball.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got to. But besides that, you right. His time either he not going to start or his time need to be decreased.
If Tibbs can pull that what he did, you might as well. Chris Flinch go ahead. You might as well
Who
try.
they take out?
Hart.
Yeah, I mean, but
I'll start Hart over Rudy.
nah, I start DiVincenzo.
For what, Rudy?
Yeah.
And then what's your lineup?
Julius Randle at the 5. I honestly would put Nas Reed start.
Jaden at the 4?
Nah, I start
Nas Reed.
Nas Reed. I start Nas Reed. Him and Julius Randle run the 4 and the 5. Then you got Ant. Who started at the point guard position?
Mike Conley.
Yeah, Mike Conley. I don't know why I always forget about him. And then McDaniels.
So you taking Mike out?
Nah, I
You
just told
said
you about
Dante.
that. Nah. I ain't gonna start Dante.
Yeah, that's the lineup I'll start.
Yeah.
Because Nas can stick chat.
Yep.
And Julius ain't got to worry about Zig. He just doing that little floater unless you get on the rebound.
Yep.
McDaniels and Ant both getting rebounds.
Yep.
So that's
And
what I'm saying.
McDaniels and Ant gonna play defense.
That's too. So it's no like I
And
feel
I would start. McDaniels wouldn't leave the court.
he
until-
gonna have to. They gonna give him a foul.
No, I'm saying whenever Shea leave the court,
mirror.
like they attach to each other. Like
Yeah.
whenever Shea get a breather, McDaniels you get a breather. Whenever he don't, you on the court. I want you attached to him, and I want him to play full court press on him.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, that's what I would do if I was Minnesota, and then let Ant get a breather on defense because he used so much energy on offense.
Ant
Yeah,
get a breather on defense.
yeah, by not sticking Shea.
He stick J-Dub.
That's a breather.
Yeah, it's a breather when he at home.
Yeah, that's a breather. So that's what I would do. I think next game is tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
Back in Minnesota. So we'll see how that game pans out. Today, was a good game up in Indianapolis. The Knicks won 106-100. It started off being it started off being a blowout. I took some notes on that game actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always doing my due diligence, bro.
I mean, I got it up here. The Pacers was up 20.
We got started off though because Tibbs he switched up his starting lineup.
So
like you said, he should have did.
Yeah, he put Bridges on Halliburton, so he should have been did that. Put a bigger person on Halliburton.
He started
Mitchell Robinson over Hart, and then
Cat played the 4.
but I missed half of the first quarter. But
They came when the game first started. I think they went on it started out. It was 11-5 or 6, and then Indiana had called a timeout because the game was they didn't have no type of momentum, no
they
type of
wasn't prepared
energy.
for that lineup.
I just think they didn't have the energy that they usually play with. I don't know why sometimes Indiana comes out like that, where they start off as if they waiting to get a feel for the game.
They do all the time.
Yeah,
That's exactly how you can define them.
Yeah, they waited and Cat was actually playing good. He was in the post, doing post moves, scoring in the inside. I think Cat scored 5 straight points in the first quarter. And then after that timeout, I think Rick Carlisle got them together, had a talk with them. Then they started running pick and rolls. And instead of them taking 3-pointers or bad shots, they deliberately gave the ball in the post to the mismatch. Because what they would do, they would pick and roll with the big and the small. And then...
And they was in Spicy P?
Yeah. If he would get it. Or even... what's his name? When he had the smaller person.
Turner?
Yeah, Evan Turner was scoring in the post too when he had, and that's why they went up by 20 points.
Then they start getting the lead down before half.
And then they got it back up. It was, 25 at half?
No. Remember, they made them shots. It was 16, 15.
Yeah, it was 16 at half. But I am proud of Tibbs. He went deep in his bench too. He played 9 players.
You see what Kenny Smith said?
What'd he say?
He said he wouldn't play 9 players. He was a coach of baseball.
And the other thing you're surprised that, Thibodeau wouldn't play 9 guys in a baseball game. So,
that's a line. That's a line right
they have
there.
him. I'm surprised that
Bars. That is a line.
surprised that he has done that.
But
Yeah, he was stressing this game. He coached like his job was on the line. No bullshit.
I give him a couple points for it, but I don't think you can do that. Shamet, you can't keep playing Shamet.
Who you gonna play?
You got to play them, your rollers. You got
That 7?
to put in Precious Achula
Why you like Brody?
because he a hustler. You need somebody to spark.
I'm a hustler,
He ain't
baby.
even play C-Payne this game.
You see why? He had them turnovers.
No, he threw that shot off the rim.
And them turnovers he had. Remember he dribbled it and Bridges was guarding him and he just dribbled it out of bounds. He like, I got something for you. Let's go take a...
That is a big shot right there. Three-point shooter. He is in Towns. We saw it the other night, especially late in the game. Just too soft on those pick and rolls. He's got to step up and take away the 3. Look at this.
See,
You got to give him credit though, because I take that back. You got to give him credit because this nigga don't never do this. So
that's why I said somebody upstairs made that call like, hey, bro, if you don't win this game, it's your job.
because he was trying last game, he was sitting Cat for the whole fourth quarter.
Cat deserved to be set for the fourth quarter.
He don't. He snapped this fourth quarter.
Cat had 3 fouls and with 6 minutes left in the second quarter. They did get in foul trouble early. Cat had 3 fouls
Brunson, right?
with 6 minutes left in the second, and Brunson had 3 fouls with 4 minutes left in the second. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
Pacers was up by 20 with 3 minutes left in the second quarter going into the half.
So who made the run before the halftime?
McBride.
McBride.
Yeah, he started going scoring points, playing defense, getting them some effort points. They got it down to maybe 16. Pacers went up again in the third.
They went up 25.
Yeah.
Then third quarter, they was going back and forth.
Yeah, third quarter, Pacers made like three consecutive steals, and converted them all to fast break points. That's why they had the big lead that they did. All them steals and turnovers. I think at one point they was 10-0 in fast break points.
Pacers.
Yeah, they were 10.
They crowd was in it too.
Yeah.
The crowd was there.
They ain't had this much.
They was in last year.
But nobody believed that they would beat the win last year. This year they
all
actually
knew they wasn't
believed.
gonna win.
No, I believed them.
Last year?
Nah.
No, I was gonna say you goddamn lie. So they went back and forth. And fourth quarter came. Shaquille, Carl Anthony, O'Neal.
He almost jacked the game.
Yeah,
With them
but
3-pointers.
I was surprised he played the way he played.
Nah, I was proud of him. He was actually driving to the hole and being aggressive, like making dunking on people.
Hey, do you remember what you said early in the game?
What?
You like, not be taking enough of this nigga. Well, you just said I was proud of him. That's what I thought about. Like, damn.
Yeah, he went in the post. Who was that was on him? And they called that foul. Yeah, he slammed it.
Dunked it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was Nemhart.
Yeah, he dunked it right there. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. You finally being aggressive. And then the very next play, after he just scored 2 points, 2 consecutive times in the paint, he grabbed the ball and threw it up for a 3 and hit the side of the backboard.
There wasn't no regular 3. He shot that bitch from step range. I'm like, damn.
He shot that bitch with Ansay Yucatan. Yeah, I'm like, damn, bro. I'm just bragging on you. I'm calling you big towns and shit like that. And then you
Big
take
Bodega.
that, and then you take that jump shot. So yeah, but if he can consistently take advantage of the fact that they always got a smaller person on him in the paint and stay out of foul trouble, then they could win easy.
Brunson said that too. That they got to stay out of foul trouble. But Cat and them, the thing is, like, when you shooting threes, you playing the Indiana hand because they run the run.
Soon as the ball come off the rim, they up and they passing it.
Do they remind you of the Nets?
They remind me
J.
of-
Kidd Nets?
Nah, they remind me of Coach Carter.
I don't remind you of the Nets. They all run. Linda. Let's do Linda.
They don't remind me of the Nets.
I'm not
because-
saying like skill wise. I'm saying like just running.
Who, talking about the Pacers?
Yeah, like the Nets with J. Kidd now.
It's a difference.
What's the difference? Break it down. Let us hear.
Because when the Nets was running, they all was running to score.
What you mean?
When Jason Kidd got the ball, Richard Jefferson, Vince Carter, Kenyon Martin, and Kerry Kittles. Kittles was going.
Kittles wasn't, they went the same thing.
Yeah, he was.
Kittles got traded for Vince.
You right. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Them two was going for the lobs, and Kenyon Martin behind them going for the other lob.
Yeah. NBA Street.
They running
To the line.
They run into the line, but they all passing the ball. So like, want to pass up a shot to get a better shot.
All right.
They done that. One thing about the Pacers, they do take quality shots, even though it's not the shots that I like. It's quality. It's quality to them. One of them will pass up a shot to get it to the other person, to do another pick and roll, to give it to another person, to pass it to another person until they get the good shot.
Yeah, they got some good ass chemistry.
Yeah, they look like they're having fun out there.
I think they is.
They having fun. The Mikal, I said it right this time. He had 15. OG, he did good this game. He had 16. Cat had 24 and 15 rebounds.
Damn. He probably played the Kevin Hart.
Cat had 15 rebounds. So yeah, Mitchell Robinson had 6 points. 6 rebounds. Jalen Brunson, he was in foul trouble. He had like 4 fouls with 3 points to go. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. He had 23 points, and I think he re-injured his ankle too.
Cool.
Brunson.
Man, his ass don't be hurt.
Miles Bridges came in with a 9 points. Josh Hart had
Who?
8 points.
Miles
McBride, I
is
fuck up everybody now.
Deuce McBride.
His name Miles.
Yeah, they call him Deuce.
Yeah, we're going to call him Miles. His mama named him Miles. I'm going to call him Miles. On the Pacers side, Siakam had 17. Naismith had 8. Miles Turner had 19. Nembhard had 9. and-
Nimhard.
That's what I said.
Nimhard. You gotta
I
say.
still talk like I got braces in my
You
mouth.
gotta slow down.
No, it's just be fucking up my mouth. What the hell? He had 20, and then OG Toppin had 8.
Bro.
But
It's OB.
OG,
OB.
his name OG.
No.
I call him OG.
No, bro. Stop fucking up them people names.
OG.
OB.
Nah, I'm just bullshitting. OB Toppin had 8, and TJ McConnell had 12.
He had like 10 at halftime.
He was going crazy in the mid range, driving to the hole. When he got cat on him or Mitchell Robinson, because that's what they was doing. Anytime Mitchell Robinson was in the game, they was running. I think they was trying to wear him down, and it worked too. He was grabbing his knee. You could tell he was tired.
He was tired of it.
Yeah. So whenever they do that pick and roll, and he end up on him, he'll run, stop, mid range, pull up,
How many threes Neesmith had?
attempted or made.
Made. I know he attempted like 8.
Nah, he was 1 for 3.
That's great. He had 8 in the first quick game. I knew he wasn't gonna have another game. He had 30 points that game.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised next game they hack a Robinson.
No, I don't think they need to.
They do. He a problem. Even if he not getting them, because he obviously ain't have a lot of rebounds. He had like 6.
But he had important rebounds though.
That, and then like sometimes he'd be slapping the ball and somebody else would grab the rebound or something like that. Like he a problem for them.
He ain't even go to the free throw line this game.
That's why
He was 3 for 4 from the field.
that's why you got to give Tibbs his credit for inserting him, because Cat gonna get rebounds, but Cat ain't no bully. Like he ain't gonna try to play no big boy basketball. He want to shoot and
He
shit.
did today.
Yeah, he did today, but I'm saying that probably they probably told his ass too. Like, yeah,
He need to get in the paint.
yeah. So Mitchell Robinson down there affecting everything or whatever. Shit. So he an important piece. So I ain't mad at them taking Hart out, but we all know Hart still gonna get 35 minutes.
Yeah, because he gonna hustle. You need that type of play on your team.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it. Both series are 2-1 at this point. Minnesota play tomorrow, which is Monday, and then Indiana play again Tuesday. We'll probably hit y'all up after that
Who
too.
you got?
For game 4s or for the series?
So for us.
I got Indiana winning game 4, and I got Minnesota winning game 4.
I think Minnesota over with.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna win again.
No, I think they.
I want them to win though, but I think they over with.
I think Minnesota win the next game. I think they repeat that energy that come out. It's going to be a closer game. Of course, it's not going to be another 40, 30-point blowout, but I think the game will be closer, but they'll win.
I think that the whistle gonna be in effect this time. They ain't gonna play that shit.
They're going to play through it.
And I think Pacers gonna lose again. I'm starting to think the Knicks only good when they down too.
When they backs against the wall.
Yeah, because when they was they losing against Boston,
They got lucky because Tatum got hurt.
but the games before that they beat them.
Yeah.
They was down every game.
That's true. That's true.
They was down 20 all the games. They came back and won.
I don't see that happening this series.
They was down. Shit, they can. They did it today. And then you know what's the crazy part about them winning? Bronson he really wasn't a factor.
Yeah, because he was in foul trouble.
Yeah, but still, you lost with their best player not being a factor.
That's true, but Indiana kind of made some dumb decisions down there.
They didn't. They just play Indiana basketball. They play dumb when.
What's the likelihood of that happening again?
What? Them gonna lose by 20? They ain't gonna be down by 20. They gonna be down by 10.
What's the likelihood of Cat giving you 15 rebounds again?
Cat getting 15? That's average, fam. That's his average. Here's what he do. He gets rebounds.
No, he don't.
Yes, he does. Go look his average up. Cat get rebound. It just don't look like he do because it's like this fucking Cat. He cry too much. He just sitting around. He get hella rebounds. He probably averaged like 12, 13 rebounds.
You're right.
Yeah, he get rebounds. That's what he do. It is.
He's soft.
Yeah, that's it. We just know he's soft, but he get rebounds. And then it's just really have a perfect match. He got Turner. Turner ain't trying to go down there.
If they put Siakam on him, nah, he was abusing Siakam, man. He
can't do nothing with him.
He too thin.
Why you think OB getting so much time? Because they think he can do something with him. They just putting out different bodies on him, hoping to wear him down.
It's working.
He ain't worked today. He turned into a man today. He played like a man. He did. I'd never seen him play like that.
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
I never even
was
seen him
proud
in
of
college do that.
I was proud of him today.
Yeah.
I was super
but
proud. He was getting physical. Somebody must have said something to him or pissed him off. Nah, you know who it was?
They told him why Mitchell was starting.
Nah, it was who you asked to get some time to?
Precious.
Nah.
Get some time to who? On the Knicks?
Yeah.
Oh, P. Jizzle.
Yeah. When he got in foul trouble, he said something. He gave him a little pep talk.
Sorry, did.
So I think that may have woke him up or something like that because he went off after that.
I ain't gonna lie, Tibbs should play him. He can hit a couple corner threes.
Let it go, bro. It's over with.
Couple corner threes and get a couple fouls.
Shout out to PJ Tucker. I fucks with you.
Shoot game crazy. No, I'm just saying. Like, I don't know. He gonna come take over. Nothing like
Just for some energy, effort. Nah, he'll give you that.
Give him 8 minutes. You get C Payne 8 minutes. You can get him 8 minutes.
I could give him 8.
Yeah, give him 8 minutes.
2 a quarter. But when he get in the game, he don't like coming out.
He gonna give you charges.
He do that. He gonna give you some traps. He gonna trap them players on the pick and roll. He gonna play defense. He gonna box out.
Hit a corner 3 or 2.
I don't know about that anymore.
It might be a stretch right now, but it's possible. He gonna box out for sure.
He gonna box out for sure, offense and defense.
Give him some minutes.
Give him a couple, throw him a couple dollars just to shut up his holler.
But yeah.
In other news, the NFL owners voted to allow the NFL players to participate in flag football in this upcoming 2028 Olympics. How you feel about that?
2020?
28.
28?
Yeah.
Damn, 3 years?
That's when the Olympics. The Olympics
I was
only
geek for nothing.
The Olympics
got 3
only 4 years, bro. It's every 4 years.
We got 3 years? Them niggas gonna be old.
Yeah, that's why you gotta.
I like it though. I want to see it. I want to see how it goes. But you want to know something funny, man? If they would have did this when Vic was a quarterback,
You know the quarterbacks can't run in flag football, right?
you got to hand it off and get it back.
Ain't no, you can't do that.
No,
There's
you
different
can't.
rules in the Olympics.
Nah, that shit weak then.
You think about a 707?
No, I seen some girls playing flag football. She handed off and gave it back to her. She still was the quarterback, like a flea flicker.
Yeah, okay, that may be a rule. You can do that then.
Yeah, I mean, I do want to see it though. I want to see it.
I don't.
I think they'll be playing harder than they do it for the Pro Bowl.
I don't want to see that shit.
I do. I
No,
want to see it.
leave it to the professional flag football. But
Who? That dude?
yeah,
No, I think I do want to see it. I want to see it. But, like, all right, so if they get a team, how many players do they fit?
10 man roster, 5-5.
5 defense, 5 offense?
5 defense, 5 offense.
Do you get a blocker?
You get a center, but they turn into like a wide receiver after they hike the ball.
Well, a blocker serves no purpose in this game.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I think they got allowed to block up until a certain amount of time. You remember how when we played,
Yeah.
you can only rush the court.
So who you got?
My team?
Yeah.
It's fresh watermelon juice too. I juiced this myself.
Promote your shit.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all want some of this, get at me.
The
It's
S
healthy
dots.
for you. S dot drinks with a little bit of lemonade fresh lemon juice or lime juice too. That hit different. But yeah. So my team on offense,
You got to remember, too, this 3 years from now, so you can't pick no older ass niggas.
I'm cool with that.
Come on.
Quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Everybody got to pick him.
For my center, I'm choosing Tyreek Hill.
That's a G code.
So
No, I'm just saying, that's nice. That's a G code.
for my star position, I'm choosing Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
Wide receiver, I'm choosing Jamar Chase. For running back, I'm choosing Bijan Robinson.
Bijan?
Juke moves.
Nah, I wouldn't take him.
On my defense, I'm taking basically all cornerbacks.
Like who though?
I'm taking Patrick Surtain, Sauce Gardner,
Yeah.
Derek Stingley. I'm Michael Parsons. I'm at him rushing a quarterback. He probably my only 9.
That's 4.
And then Travis Hunter.
Come on, bro.
Hey, shout out to Travis Hunter too. Today he got married to his fiance, so we're gonna clap it up for him. Congratulations, King. Wish you nothing but the best longevity.
That was yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah, my bad. It was yesterday, but still though.
I damn near get a similar lineup. I wouldn't get my running back wouldn't be Bijan.
Who would it be?
I get Saquon or I get
It's in 3 years. Remember that.
now look, I was gonna say that. I get Saquon or I get Dolphins running back Archie. Ancient, however you say his name.
I was thinking the Lions running back.
Gibbs?
Yeah.
I'll take
I'll
Jamar
take
Gibbs.
Gibbs.
Yeah, I'll take Gibbs or H off the Dolphins. And then I'll take Michael Parsons off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll pick damn, I was just saying this in my head too. That's what I'll pick Cal Hamilton off the Ravens.
Okay, that's cool.
The high bird. So
I was actually thinking about Myles Garrett, but then when you said 3 years from now,
yeah.
it's over with.
Yeah, so I'll pick him. Of course you gotta keep Lamar Jackson. Do they get a coach?
They probably do.
Who would be your coach?
You know who? Coach for flag football?
Pete.
One of that. Vic.
Yeah.
I'll let Vic coach. You know who I was actually thinking? If not Lamar Jackson, who I think would be a good at this sport? Kyler Murray.
He would. He really would. He
I
would.
think Kyler Murray would be real good at flag football. He real short. He's small. You know, you got to do all that
come blitz him
juking.
and
Yeah,
shit?
you
Yeah,
got to
he
do
would.
all that juking. And if he is allowed to run, he still can run. And he's super accurate.
Yeah, he would. That would be a great pick.
But yeah, we'll see in 4 years.
That's
3 years. I'm tripping. We'll see in 3 years.
In other news, we got
You said this too last time. You said. So I do owe you an apology.
we got
I ain't think he said lockdown.
Captain Perk, of course.
Perkins was on. I think this was on Richard Jefferson or Channing Frye's podcast.
They got a pod?
I know Channing got one. I'm not sure about Richard Jefferson. So
I would think they'll have one together since they
they super tight. But yeah,
They went to school together. They was on the Cavs together.
and not Richard Jefferson, but Kendrick Perkins talking about. I guess he got tired of people talking about his NBA career, so he had to flex for a minute and tell people what his career was like. Let me pull that up.
Kendrick crazy.
But then, I don't mind being criticized or critiqued, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But then Kenyon was like, well, yeah, Perk will be a liability. Hold on 1 second, brother. Liability. Let me give you some facts, okay?
Back him up.
Let me give you some facts when it comes to throwing out that word of liability. The Oklahoma City Thunder never went to the NBA Finals until Kendrick Perkins arrived on that team, because they couldn't get past the Lakers, who had the Twin Towers and Andrew Bynum and Paul Gasol. Okay, that's number one.
They were a problem.
Now let's talk about that finals run.
It wasn't.
All right. In that finals run, Kendrick Perkins, the first round, had the assignment of guarding Dirk Nowitzki, which we swept them, right? One-on-one, Dirk Nowitzki, go pull up the tape, had him frustrated, everything. Second round, Paul Gasol and Andrew Bynum, go look at those numbers, go look at what they did and what they didn't do. They did absolutely nothing. Then you want to get to the Western Conference Final. Guess who had to guard the greatest power forward of all time by himself?
Channing Frye.
Kendrick Perkins. Guess what adjustments we made during that time when we were down 0-2? We switched everything, and you can go find the film of me guarding and locking up Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili. Locking them up. Go watch game 3. And I was talking shit to Steve Kerr because he said I should have been out of the rotation, who was doing the play-by-play at the time. Get to the NBA Finals, go pull it up again. A few double-doubles in there. So my thing is, if you're going to say something, at least have the facts. And the reason I bring that up is because if I was able to hold my own and defend Dirk, Paul Gasol, and Tim Duncan, I damn sure wouldn't have had a problem with Isaiah Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren, and Jalen Williams. That's what I wanted to.
Okay, now let me step in here real quick. Perk.
I'm not even gonna go into what Richard Jefferson said, but
I know he treated him. Hey, so what year did Dirk and them win the championship?
they won it in 11. That remember, so he was talking about 2012. The next year, he forgot to mention that in 2012 that championship team no longer existed.
The Mavs?
Yeah, they got rid of everybody. Tyson Chandler was gone. Jason Terry was gone. Jason Kidd was
He
gone.
wasn't locking nobody up. For one, he said a few double-doubles in the finals. He had one. He only had one double-double. He averaged fucking 2 points in the finals. He ain't lock up no Tony Parker. He ain't lock up no Ginobili. He ain't lock up no Tim
So the
Duncan.
thing about that's why I wrote this down. So that Mavs series, that wasn't the same Mavericks from the championship team that he talking about. So that team wasn't gonna really do anything the next year.
They couldn't get nothing done. They was just fast paced running them.
Yeah, they had a young Katie and Russ too. So
And hard.
yeah, I forgot about Harden.
Yeah, he came off the bench.
The next series, he said he was locking up Tim Duncan and Tony Parker.
Nah, that was the first round. The second round was the Lakers, I think. First round was the Mavericks, they swept, and then the second round was the Lakers. Then the third round was the Spurs.
Tim
He
Duncan
tried to
was,
say he was locking up Powell and Bynum.
first of all,
Wasn't one of them hurt?
Bynum was damn near out the league, and Paul Gasol had a messed up elbow that year.
And let me tell you who won Defensive Player of the Year that year.
Serge Ibaka. That's what I was going to say. He forget that Serge Ibaka was playing great
Averaging
weak
like
side
3.
defense, and Tim Duncan was 35. He wasn't the.
Nah, he wasn't 35.
Yes, he was.
No.
At that time, yeah, he was 35.
So he was 40?
Yeah.
Nah, he wasn't 35.
Tim Duncan played for 20 seasons, bro.
35?
Yeah.
Shit. Nah, come on, bro. I don't know, bro.
I'm looking at it. It's right here. Tony Parker was 29. Manu Ginobili was 34. Tim Duncan was 35. Steven Jackson was 33. Kawhi Leonard was 20. Gary Neal was 27. Boris Diaw was 29. Tiago Splitter was 27. Danny Green was 24. DeJuan Blair, my man, was 22. James Anderson was 22. Matt Bonner was 31. And Patty Mills was 23.
Damn. I didn't know he played that long.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I remember we played at them in one of the Western Conference.
Yeah, he was old. That's what I'm saying. Like he making it seem like he locked up a young Tim Duncan.
He didn't lock shit up.
That they ran the offense through. By that point in time, they wasn't running the offense through Tim Duncan. And Tim Duncan averaged 17 that series.
Bro, he didn't lock nobody up. That's
I'm
cap.
just saying, like.
So when did KD leave? Like 2016? 2017?
Leave Oklahoma City at 18.
Nah, he left like 2016, 2017.
Cavs won the Cavs won.
2016 they won. And then KD left 2017. Because Tim Duncan was still on that team in 2016.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, he ain't locked nobody up.
And then Bynum and Paul Gasol wasn't healthy that series. He didn't lock those two up either. But
Had fucking Serge Ibaka, bro. He averaged 3 fucking blocks a game.
let me go to Serge stats to back up your argument.
They was not telling, hey, Kendrick, get him. And Steve Kerr was right. Take his ass out the rotation. What is he doing? Well, we ain't had no center. We had drafted that center from Michigan. He wasn't nothing. Steve Adams.
Yeah, Serge Ibaka averaged 12 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 2.7 blocks.
Exactly. What are you talking about? Who was he locking up?
Kendrick Perkins, that series, he averaged 5.8 points, 6.2 rebounds, 1.3 blocks.
He averaged 6 rebounds.
6.2.
Come on, bro.
As the starting. Oh, whopping. What KD say?
So this is a whopping 2 points. Like, for real. His ass, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's like niggas like him shouldn't be on that because, like, bro, you made it to the league. Kudos to you, bro. But you going too damn far.
That's the type of shit KD be talking about, though.
Yeah,
When
that's why he be against that shit.
Former players getting on the TV and acting like they was like that or acting like they wasn't a former player and just lying on how their career went or whatever.
You not going to the gym, but hold on, let me call my boy Perk real quick. Like, fuck no, bro. Like, he wasn't on shit.
Yeah, Perk be tweaking, though.
He was just an extra body, bro. That's it.
He was. He played good. Defense in the post, I give him to it. It was solid.
Man, please, bro. I used to watch them damn games. I was young as hell. I was wondering, why the fuck is he in the game, bro? No, he ain't played no good nothing. His ass he was just there. And they ain't want to put Nick Collison in.
That's what Blake Griffin did to him.
Exactly. He did it twice to him.
Yeah, he did.
They ain't want to put...
Nick was old by then.
No, he was young. He got drafted like right after KD. So they ain't
Nick was 31.
They ain't want to put him in because...
Nick did 4 years in college, though.
Yeah, he did. He went to Kansas.
He was 31. At the time, Kendrick Perkins was on only 27. Derek Fisher was on that team, too.
Damn, he was 27?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know he was that young.
Yeah, Perk came straight out of high school.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Derek Fisher was on that team.
He was the OG vet. Him and Nas Muhammad.
Who? Fish?
Yeah.
Yeah. So wasn't nobody listening to Perk, though. Like, he got to stop, bro.
How you feel about what KD tweeted?
What he say?
A fan tweeted and said that the worst thing about the NBA is people who are players, fans, and not team fans. They ruin the game and the experience, bandwagons, etc. Wish there was a way to clean it up. And then, bro, KD be having time. He said,
hey, look, do you think he just be waiting on somebody to say something?
Nah, I think he like a regular person. He just be scrolling his timeline, and when some shit pop up,
But how you see it if he ain't following nobody?
I don't know how X work. I don't have it.
Like, well, I don't know how it work now, but like when I used to be on there, like when it was Twitter and shit, it's like if you don't follow people, it's like you won't see nothing unless somebody retweet it in your timeline.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah.
So then KD replied and said, basement general managers and the dark web commissioners have ruined basketball discourse. They think they know it all, hate on the product. They stands exec and owners, guys like you, Tony.
He right. He snapped too. He fucked him up, but he right though. Well, I ain't gonna say he 100% right. I give him like 85, 90. But he got a point. He fucked Tony up. I know they was laughing like a motherfucker at Tony. Guys like you at the end is crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. He did him dirty. He did him dirty for sure.
Hey, I swear to God. KD the funniest nigga on the internet.
Yeah, he did him dirty. But he got a point because, well, I say he got a point because it's like,
Oh, shit.
niggas do just be saying anything like me. Like, I'll tell you in a heartbeat. Yeah, shit, Russ get on this team, they gonna win the championship. That should be a long shot. But that's my man, so I'm riding with my homie.
Hey, nah, I 100% agree with him. Like, everything he said is what ruined basketball. But at the same time, it's what make people tune in by them being so invested in it. If people wasn't invested in it the way that they are, then they wouldn't watch it as much. So it's like a give and take. But he
crazy.
he 100% right. Tony right too though.
Tony got a point.
Tony got a point because bandwagoners do kind of ruin the experience. I hate talking to bandwagoner fans.
I know it hurt your soul when you talk to niggas that think they Lakers fans now.
Niggas don't be Lakers fans, they LeBron fans. And it's a big difference for the people who don't know. Lakers fans will always be a Lakers fan. Through thick and thin, through the 12 and something, 12 win seasons, through the championships, we always Lakers fans. The LeBron fans, they came and ruined our team. They started cheering for us and fucking up the energy.
Now y'all used to be the Lakers. Now y'all the James crew. When Bryce get there,
We the Luka squad, bro.
yeah,
Luka looking fit too. I seen a picture of him.
yeah, he out there
Slim
working out.
down. Yeah.
I don't know though.
I'm with KD though.
I ain't got no bandwagon team. I mean, I ain't got no team NBA.
Yeah, you a bandwagoner, as Tony would say.
I'm not.
You is, bro.
How? I don't be saying like, yeah, this I'm
your
riding
team?
with my niggas.
Ooh, that's what he said. He said the worst thing happened to the NBA are people who are player fans and not team fans. You a fan of Westbrook. You ruined the game.
I ain't ruining that.
Tony talking facts, bro.
No, I ain't ruining what's it called? Sam Presti did when he let Russ go. That's what happened.
But nah,
I get it though.
I
get
look
it.
forward to KD every day.
Yeah, Katie, you just never know what you.
Bro,
gonna
when
get.
I watch sports shows in the morning time, I be waiting on KD to respond to the shit that
Hey,
they
look,
gonna
though,
say.
do you think he ever get on one of them shows?
On one of them shows? Nah, I think at this point, he feels like him going on them shows will not benefit him. But he do like people podcasts though. He did Draymond Green's podcast. He did All the Smoke podcast. He did Knuckleheads with Quentin Richardson and D Miles. He'll probably do the one with
T.A.
Tony Allen and Zach Randolph. So KD is out there.
If they were smart, they'd get him on there.
He ain't gonna do it.
He would get their rates jumping. Because you don't know what he gonna say. They might have to tell him leave at halftime. Like, yeah, you went a little overboard.
Because he'll call a nigga an idiot in a minute. Like, you're an idiot.
He said that about what's it called?
Skip Bayless.
No. He said that about Mark Cuban.
He did?
Hell yeah, he called Mark Cuban an idiot. He said because he said Russ wasn't good. He said Russ not an all-star. He said only KD was in the playoffs. And he was like, when Russ was finna say that, he was
Oh, you
like,
talking about when he was at the podium?
yeah, he was like, he's an idiot. And he was like, yeah, you
No, Skip said that.
No, Mark Cuban said that.
I thought Skip said
Hell
that.
no, Mark Cuban said that. He said they only have one star, and that's Kevin Durant. And then that's when they got into it with the dance and shit with Charlie.
Yeah, I look forward to KD though. I swear to God, I look forward to KD. Anytime I'm watching when Perk be on TV and Perk say something, I be refreshing my Google.
He acting like Stephen A. Smith now, though.
Who, Perk?
Yeah.
Yeah, he chose the whole route.
Yeah, he trying to now he just going on this parade trying to say SGA the best Thunder player ever.
Nah, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the way he approached the sports thing. Like, if you pay attention, because I've been watching, I be at work watching and listening to the shows. So, like, if you pay attention to when Perk first got on ESPN, probably like 3 years ago, and as opposed to what he's doing now, it's a direct mimic of Stephen. Like, his mannerisms of Stephen A. Like,
I just seen them take a picture with Mankind. I seen them take a picture with Mankind at OKC the other day.
nah, like when he the way he talk now, he's long winded. You know how Stephen A. like everything is long when he talk. He take up most of the time. Perk do that when Stephen A. like after Stephen A. talk, he'll like adjust his shirt, stuff like that. Perk does that now.
He said, man, Kobe said, he said, I just got a compliment from Kobe.
But he don't do that now. He don't do that now. He don't act like that now. Perk don't act like that.
That's what he just did back home.
That's old. That's like 3-4 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, that was like 5 years old.
He wanted to
He
do
don't
like
act like
this.
that. He yells now. Like he be talking hella loud now. He be trying to use big words that he don't know nothing.
They don't know, calling him Big Perk. Asking him about playoffs and championships.
So yeah, I mean, I guess he entertaining to some. I don't watch First Take no more. I can't take it.
He's embarrassing. He embarrassing.
Nah, it's, as the younger me, it used to be entertaining to watch them like argue back and forth and yell and say dumb shit on TV. But like as an older person who like appreciates the sports, I'd be looking more towards like when I watch NBA today, they'll have people, older players on there that like actually break down the game. Like they'll break down plays. They'll go to the big screen. Richard Jefferson is good at that. Vince Carter used to be good at that too when he was on ESPN. Jalen Rose used to be good at it. They would like actually go and break down what's actually going on in the game and shit like that. I like stuff like that as opposed to them just debating, yelling at each other, calling players out their name. Huh?
WWE.
Basically sports WWE. That's why I can't watch it no more. That's
you
why
ever seen John Wall on there?
he wasn't good.
Nah, I seen somebody tell us he was good.
Nah, he wasn't good. Usually when players first get on there, they not good. I think the only player that I know that was like good right out the bat was Vince Carter. A lot of them younger players, they don't be like good like straight out. It take them a couple times. Like the Morris twin. At first he wasn't that good, but now he on there consistently. He look comfortable. He's super good on there. Haslam, it took him a minute to get good on there, but he better too.
What about Draymond?
He don't do what they do. He do the post game stuff with
Shaq now.
Shaq and them. So that's like a different type of environment. But yeah, so yeah, I don't watch First Take. I prefer to watch just the facility with Acho, Shady, James Jones, and Chase Daniels. They break down football like no other sports show. I don't mean to be giving them like a shout out and shit like
You
that.
might as well.
But like if you actually watch the show, like they break down what's happening, like plays. How do you look at the game? How do you look at it from a defensive perspective? How do you look at it from a quarterback's perspective, a wide receiver, a running back? It's just very insightful if you want to learn. Like if I had kids and I wanted them to play football, I would have them watch that TV show.
I got him.
But nah. So yeah, I don't watch that. So
Perk gotta let it go.
yeah, you do. You got to stop tripping. I think that's it. That's all we got.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Got something else you want to talk about?
Nah, I'd rather. I'll save it for tomorrow.
True. You want to take us home?
Nah, I'm cool. Go ahead. I ain't did that yet. I ain't did that yet.
Nah, that's been another episode of the First to 32 podcast. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe us on all platforms. We can be found on YouTube at the First to 32 podcast, Apple Podcasts at the First to 32 podcast, Spotify at the First to 32 podcast, Instagram at the First to 32 podcast. You can find him on Instagram.
Z_hella_, so I don't remember. That's why I never said.
Me, I don't have an Instagram, but you can follow the page and look for me on there. And we out, y'all.
Peace.
Hard way. Sometimes you gotta laugh at life. The shit I had to sacrifice ain't bigger than my appetite. A long way from home, in my cell trying to strategize. A hustler only flaws, we get it all and don't be satisfied. A brick of dope was 60, but West pulled me out the trap.